Well, now to Greater Victoria's West Shore, where we are coming to you tonight from the campus at Royal Roads University. The growth that we're seeing here at RRU reflects the kind of thing that's happening right across Victoria's West Shore in the growing western communities. Not far from here, there are plans to transform the old gravel pit at Royal Bay into a big major housing development with a beautiful view across the harbour to the city of Victoria. The problem for people living there is how to get there from here through the congested traffic of the Colwood crawl. A shortcut across the water would seem to be the answer, but is it? A News reporter Mary Beth Burton has the story.
There's a new plan for Royal Bay, an empty gravel pit that's been on the market for 4 years. The plan would still include 2,800 homes on 420 acres, and there'd also be a marina.
We're looking at a projected size of about 150 slips.
Utley and 4 partners are also floating the idea of a commuter ferry between Colwood and the inner harbour. 1, 2, maybe even 3 120-foot ferries that could carry 300 passengers each.
Very fuel efficient. They're what we call swath technology, which is a type of hull form that's like a catamaran, but it's sort of got 4 hulls instead of 2.
Making the boats more stable even in choppy conditions. Utley says the boats could be built locally, bringing millions of dollars to the economy. Royal Bay's first ever homeowner rarely drives to Victoria in peak times, but admits the car commute drives him batty.
Ferry would be great. You could pull in down here and you could get on that ferry. You could go into the lounge, grab a coffee, read your newspaper.
Colwood's mayor likes the concept too.
Well, I've always supported a great idea for Royal Bay. It's a beautiful piece of property. If it includes a ferry service, if it includes a marina and our public supports that, then I would support it.
We're going to put the commuter ferry to the test. We're in the small fishing boat. We're going to leave Royal Bay, head into downtown Victoria and see how long it would take. It took us just under 20 minutes to arrive here in the inner harbor. A little bit choppy at times, but you sure can't beat the view. The former mayor of Colwood, who now makes his home in Esquimalt, worries a ferry terminal and marina will erode what Mother Nature created.
An enormous cost difference in terms of building a breakwater. The breakwater would change the current structure in the area. It would divert the currents. It would divert the waves. It could lead to massive destruction of the spit itself.
Colwood councillor Brian Tucknott, who wakes up to this view every day, sees some challenges for a commuter ferry.
And I often see fairly strong winds that would make a ferry ride either impossible or a bit seasick. And then there's the other facility that you're going to have a pretty huge car park down there, which takes up an awful lot of green.
The proponents hope to tie the commuter ferry to transit service and won't give up precious waterfront for vehicles.
We have underground parking options we can do there. We can also do like a park and ride situation where we'd have the parking lot at the back of the property. We've got lots of land there.
Utley is clear to point out his plan is just a concept, and knows that while places like Vancouver have floated successful commuter ferries, others, like the Harbour Lynx in Nanaimo, sank quickly.
That's why we're really studying this hard before we come up with a realistic proposal, because all those things had real fatal flaws in their business plan.
Utley will also consider a small ferry just for the people in Royal Bay. The gravel pit owners, Lehigh, have dropped their asking price over the years from about $100 million to about $40 million now. In Colwood, Mary Beth Burton, A News.